Welcome back to World of Warcraft. We're playing Wrath of the Lich King, currently level 20, close to 21. And playing as a hunter, of course. After training and also learning the riding skills, flew south here to the Ghostlands. Let's complete the two quests that we have. One is for the Catacombs, and the other one is for the Troll Trinkets.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Can we use any of these items? Probably the leather gloves.
Trust no one.
Almost done in this area. We need to head further south. We'll use our mount, of course. I should definitely go ahead and abandon a couple of quests we're not gonna be doing. I'm not gonna bother with the delivery of the plans. Definitely have to find the other ziggurat. We need the Stone of Flame. We have the Stone of Light already. And I'll probably simply abandon the Rage Fire quests. Will be... Oh, this is Knuckle Rot. Well... might be able to deal with it. Just keep healing the pet. I should definitely try to figure out if there's an improvement pet. This one is going to reduce the mana cost and cleanse diseases, poisons. That's not what I was looking for, though. Was hoping to get some talent or ability to increase the healing effect. Then again, we do have the ability to distract. Could have used Distracting Shot. Can use Distracting Shot, then disengage and simply run away if the pet is about to expire. Line of sight, yes. Wait, were there... something really strange with this one. Oh, the pet is attacking another. I probably handled this as poorly as possible. It's alright. The power of the hunter. Someone burst here. Our next objective is probably to find Luzran. If he's the one that is simply patrolling the dead Scar. Normally you would see him from a very large distance, but at the same time, there is a maximum draw distance. Even for larger objects, I don't think it really matters. There's a level 30 priest, resurrecting a warlock. A level 25 paladin. Maybe they're grinding something here. Maybe cloth. Definitely not experienced though. There is a level 29 paladin. And a level lady priest. What is going on in this area? Curse of Agony. Hey, look. So disengage is a pretty short distance backflip. No idea why it's only available in combat though. Befuddlement. There's more copper right there. I think the second one is actually outside the wall. Pet gained a level. And speaking of levels, we have a talent point. Could get the mounted speed and of course improve the aspect. Does not stack with similar effects. Can also increase the damage of the pet. I don't know, I feel traveling faster is important. So these are banshees, they're the illusory phantasms, and of course the Nerubians. We'll deal with everyone. The inscribed leather gloves. Don't care much for spirit. Maybe we can sell those. We have enough room. Perhaps not for long though. Maybe I should spend, well, I can spend about 15-20 gold just on getting larger bags. We'll take the auction house after we're done with the ghost lands. Possibly at the end of the episode, we need to decide where we're going to head. I'm honestly thinking about going south, maybe to Silverpine Forest or Hillsbrad. At level 21, we're gonna be over level for Silverpine. Can run Shadowfang though. I would like to do Shadowfang a couple of times. And Black Fathom also. $117. Wait a minute. That was the arcane shot. Okay. Was not expecting that. Does that ability scale at all? Because if it doesn't scale, how did we get from 51 to 117? We need one more, and I think we're done after that. No, we need one more Nerubian. Also do some mining. I'm gonna send a pet there. Constantly forgetting to use Hunter's Mark. And I should definitely be using that on every single enemy. Poison Fang. We're gonna whistle for our mount and ride out of here. Hopefully we're not gonna run into respawns. Maybe the two undead at the gates. Lutheran is a different story. I should ask in general. We know that we can defeat them alone. Finding them is a different story, though. Hey, we're lucky. We can slow them down. I wonder, can I use these traps in combat? So maybe we can. The Axe of Agility. One-handed axe. Okay. Distinctly remember Hunter's having to use feign death to leave combat and use traps. Maybe that was changed. And I'm not sure when. Did very well though. Completed these 3. The journey to the Undercity can probably wait. Decent experience. But we can probably make more by avoiding the time required to travel. We're gonna be there after we're done with Death Home. Oh, no. Next stop is the Sanctum of the Sun.
Lies ahead. Anaria Shola. Farewell.
So we do have the 2 crystals. So they're... Did they mention artifacts? I guess an artifact could be a crystal. Right, he wasn't even sure they existed. Can get a Sunwell bullet. That is a mammoth. Okay. Can get a blade or an orb. Should probably pick the blade here.
Remember the Sunwell.
And the next part is the Traitor's Destruction. It's time to slay Darkhand.
The reckoning is at hand.
Anubilore Delana. Remember the Sunwell.
We have another quest about Darkhand's lieutenant.
Farewell.
Yes.
And of course,
Hold
a
your
restorative
head high.
draught. Need to speak with the apothecary.
Time is of the essence.
Need to go north to Tranquillian. Of course, we're going to head there anyway, right? Needed to complete the quest for Knucklerot. After we get the draught, I think we can save a couple of the Scourge prisoners. Might take a while though. I should start asking for people to join us for the Traitor's Destruction. Might be able to kill him on our own, but probably not. An experienced hunter could definitely do it. It's a shame we're not one.
Watch your back.
So the captives of Deathhole. We need to rescue Varnis the Apprentice, Enith the Apothecary, and Razor Vedoran.
Beware.
So 3 people.
This had better be good.
Yep. Do we want the Invoker Signet or the Slayer's Band? I think I'm going to need the stamina more.
Embrace the shadow.
I bet one of them offered critical strike and the other one offered spell critical. Of course, these were changed. The scaling is a bit more more smooth and you could say straightforward. Might be able to dual wield these 2. Yeah. I think we can get... No, essentially the stats are exactly the same. So maybe there's no real point. Clearing the way. I think I should focus on Death Hole. Then again, we might hit level 22 if we do this quest. I don't like the idea of attempting to solo the final one, but
Time is of the essence. Stay the course.
at the same time, if no one wants to join, there's not much we can do. Really curious to see how fast the shooting animation is going to be with even more attack speed. With quick shots, I think that's as good as it gets. Is there any other talent that is going to increase attack speed? I'm guessing it's probably on the marksmanship tree, though. Wouldn't make sense for something like this to be on the beast mastery tree. The paladin is still there. But the abomination is there too. It's level 22. Well, she has no issue with it. Which is not surprising. The paladin is definitely the most powerful class to level around here. Well, maybe the hunter is somewhat better at soloing, but especially against undead, you can use exorcism for massive damage. Always critically strikes too. Do have enough bullets. Can you imagine trying to solo the boss and in the middle of the fight you run out of ammunition? Oh, that would be horrible. We've got 375. That might happen to us. That was a nice crit. And we can mine some tin ore. 3 more spindle webs. We're essentially as south as we can go. The mountains Act as a natural border between the Ghostlands and the Plaguelands. We're not going to the Plaguelands for quite some time. If we ever visit them at all, we might be. I like the area overall. Just occurred to me, I've never searched for an alternative entrance to Death Hall. Maybe for a good reason. There's a level 19 warlock. It's a blood elf too. I wonder, should I invite him? He does have the quest. Hey, that's excellent. And since we are in a pretty difficult area, let's use everything that we have here. Can get some extra health. Can also use the target dummy. That might help a lot. Unfortunately, we don't have any decent bandages. That would probably help a lot. Oh, he's using the shield. I think they sacrifice... No. Did he sacrifice the Voidwalker and summon another? Oh, that might be it. This is the Tower of the Damned. Okay. Plenty of enemies here, and they mean business. These are 19. The Ayus have a very powerful curse. If you're a mage, it's probably not an issue. Probably will be for us. Okay, one more necromancer. Oh, there we are. I wonder if we can pull the other enemies. Oh, why is the pet going in there? Should probably select the passive. That is Control 0. It's not a useful hotkey. Way too awkward to press. Well, it's passive now. So let's use line of sight. It's best if we don't let the necromancer cast a single spell. The warlock is draining life. Yeah, I think he's ready. Can use a bandage, but it's not gonna do much. After this corruption, I should just use distracting shot. I missed. That's not good at all. An AoE fear. Okay, that was worse than I thought. Probably if you don't let him cast that. I think we're done here. The warlock probably needs a couple more of the eye. Well, maybe not the eyes. Maybe a few more Nerubians. Probably a few more there. He needs 6 in total. Should probably pull this. Shadow Gem. Is anyone in here? No, it's empty. Guess there's no reason to be inside this slaughterhouse. What about the one to the right? And hey, we leveled up. Level 22, we can get some new skills. Even managed to defeat the hardest enemy in the area. It's a hunting bow. It was an identical weapon. Identical with ours. I can see the ranger. Okay, looks clear. Oh, there's another road. Already in a group. Which boss does he want to learn about? The Bloodletter. Wait, that's another enemy, though. I don't know, maybe someone was supposed to be here? Borgoth? Massive at the Black. Or maybe there are multiple spawn points. That would make sense. Because even the quest essentially has 2 different locations for that character. No wonder the rogue was confused. Was probably thinking, wait a minute, I followed the icon. That's not where the boss is. Is a Voidwalker alive? It is. At least we found them. I think the Warlock might be out of water. No. They're drinking. They're doing fine. I'm not sure what he wants to do. It's pretty obvious that he doesn't have these two quests. But... he's on his way out. Maybe he completed both of those. Yeah, in all honesty, we tackled these in a somewhat of a bizarre order. We could have been to Deathholm a lot sooner. Oh, there's a rogue. If he's going for the boss, it's probably best if we join him. So there's a what? Wait. The hunter is probably not on this continent. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter. So there's the apprentice. Who else is missing? Oh, we're kicked from the group. I was trying to change my keyboard so I could type something in Spanish. Wasn't fast enough though. Because I don't have the shortcut. That makes sense. Never mind though. That's completely unrelated. Still missing the apothecary. So let's check the add-on. It says... honestly, I'm not even sure where that points towards. Is there another structure? There might be. Let's go closer. Oh, I see. We have to go inside the crypt. Can't really line of sight those, so we need to be careful. Or maybe use a trap. Oh, that's perfect. So we're taking how much damage? 18, 17. Fluctuates a bit. Hey, this is Zenith. And that is Jurian. No one else. Just a treasure chest. Was not expecting that. Yeah, she should have probably stayed in Silverpine. As hostile as that area is, compared to Deathholm, probably a child's play. There's a cape. We're gonna leave the rest. Definitely one in the ore, though. We're gonna ride out of here in style. Now we're even faster. Is it noticeable? I'm not sure. It's about, what, 10%? Yeah, it's... Yeah, I think we're slightly faster, but not by much. 60%, so... with a 10% increase, that would be 66. Yeah, it's... it's a slight increase. But over time, it will amount to a lot of time saved traveling around.
Victory lies ahead. Shorel Oran.
And one more quest here. Let's head to the Sanctum and then we can go to Tranquillion. Oh, so none of these quests are going to send us back there. Well, maybe we need to go back to Silvermoon.
We will persevere. Death to
So-
all who oppose us.
Can probably select a longbow. Can also pick the Warblade. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a better weapon. This is honestly significantly better, and it's also faster. The Dawnblade.
We will have justice.
Let's grab the bow.
Anu Belore de la
And we
Na.
need to head back to Silver.
Death to all who oppose us.
The dark times will pass. Salama
Anaria
Ashalanore.
Shola.
And for destroying all the lieutenants, we get the Ghost Claw leggings.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, these were pretty good. The rifle served us well, but it's time we moved on. We're back to using a bow, which I don't really mind. We do have arrows. We were out of bullets anyway. Okay, there's a path leading to Sungray's Peak. I don't care about that right now. I should probably feed the pet. Wait. That was the wrong hotkey. Just remember the reason to go back. We need to speak with the provisioner. Since we are exalted, we can pick up an item or two. Maybe we can get a chest piece, and I know we can get a nice cloak. Poison supplies, no. What's this? Vrediger.
Be quick about your business.
Can get a robe, can get a vest. Only 4 points of agility, though. So we should realistically keep the tunic. Let's get the cloak. 6 points of stamina. There we go. So there's an axe of agility. The Sunwell blade. I think we can sell this. And a gun too. Leather gloves. I don't think we can get that much money. And of course, these are quest items. No, we're doing good. Can also repair. I don't think we can purchase anything else. And now, yeah, we can probably use the Hearthstone. I think it's gonna be faster. Always good to be back in Shatrath City. Even more fitting for a Blood Elf. I think the pet doesn't want to stay on the lift. We should be looking into taming something else. Maybe something a bit more exotic. The lynx is fine, but we have a lot of options. So back to Silvermoon. Should be right outside the court.
Our enemies will fall. We will have justice. Farewell.
So the envoy to the Horde. We need to head to Undercity, speak with Lady Sylvanas.
Salama Ashalanore.
We have another quest there. But you know what? This is the perfect opportunity to do it. Before I end the recording, I just want to run to the Farstrider Square. Farstrider, yeah. Our skill is probably not high enough to create a lot of stuff. Maybe some of the blasting powder. If we had a lot of silver, I think we can create these contacts. Can continue making dummies, of course. Or even the goggles. But these gems sell for about a gold each. It's gonna cost us, what, 10 gold to make 5? Well, that is a lot. I think we're stuck creating these bombs. We're gonna make a few in the next episode.
State your business.
So Tana can teach us what? Nothing. The Scorpion Sting. Reducing the target's chance to hit by 3%. This was an ability that used to reduce strength and agility. So maybe it was changed. 3%... Is that good enough? Maybe if you want to use this on a boss. Yeah, probably a good idea. Maybe for dungeon bosses, making the tank's life a bit easier. And just these 2 abilities. Okay. For some reason I was expecting more. What about the pet trainers?
We will persevere.
No, we only have the ability to train and untrain. So how do we untrain? Oh, we just speak with the trainer. I see.
We will have justice.
So let's call... We have a single point. Of course, the pet only has 1 tree. Can increase stamina, armor, movement speed. That is an activated ability. Can increase attack speed, but also do less damage. I'm not sure why you would want something like this. The movement speed penalty of Cower. Wait, Cower? Oh, reducing damage taken. And also movement speed. These aren't even on the pet bar. We're gonna have to fix that. There's Prowl, of course. It's the same icon with Scare Beast, but these are different abilities. And of course you cannot really place them on the action bar, only have to place them on the pet bar. I'm gonna see what I can do there. I think we need to change some interface options. We achieved pretty much everything we set out to do though. So, these are the quest items. Thank you for watching. For the next episode, I'm probably going to meet you back at the Undercity, so we can complete these 2 quests and try to get some engineering training. I might run around and try to collect some more copper, maybe even tin. Maybe go to Silverpine, get some materials. And we can start in the Undercity with a bit of a crafting and then move south. That sounds like a good idea. So I hope to see you in the next one.